concentration is optimization, and completed also from IIEST Singapore in the year 2016. He has more than near about your 20 publications in inventory, geo programming, analysis of operation research, expert system with applications like these publications he has. He has his teaching experience of more than 14 years. He has joined HIT Haldia in the year 2014. I think he will talk today on research methodology, and I think all we will enjoy this topic also. So let's we start with this. Sir, the mic is over to you. You can start with.
Thank you, Devasis sir. Thank you, the organizers, for giving me the chance to have a talk in this session. Good evening, one and all. So let me start. Uh, Today's my topic is introduction to research methodology. Means I'm about to talk how to conduct your research. What you have to do when you are interested to do your research. So in this session, we'll try to clarify each and every part before the research and after the research. So go to next slide. Here we want to define what is research. Research is basically a careful investigation for new facts in any branch of knowledge. So, if we go to Redmond and Mori definition of research, research is systematic effort to get new knowledge. Systematic effort means they are telling you, not at a glance you will get the knowledge. You have to go with a systematic process. In this process, you will try to learn first step, second step, stepwise you have to go. Then you will ultimately get the new knowledge. So, this is the most affordable or most accepted research definition, which is Clifford and Moody. These are the process is define and redefining the problem, formulating a hypothesis. As you know, hypothesis is something like that. You want to be like that. It is not verified by the data, but you want to be like that. And third one point is collecting, organizing, and evaluating data. This is all about coming from the statistics portion, making deduction and reaching conclusion, and testing the conclusion to determine whether they fit the formulating hypothesis. Am I audible?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes,
Sir, are you sharing sharing your slide?
yes. Sorry.
Yes, sir. Please share the slide.
Thank you. Okay, my screen is visible to you, sir?
No, it's coming. It's coming.
Okay.
It's now visible.
Now it's perfect, sir. You go for full screen mode.
Yes. Okay. Is it okay, sir?
Yes.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. So coming back to next one, means I want to repeat this one Clifford Woody research definition, because this is the most prominent definition which should be accepted. So I'm talking about defining and redefining problem, formulating hypotheses, objectives, collecting and organizing, evaluating data, making deduction and reaching conclusion. Last one is testing the conclusion to determine whether they fit the formulating hypothesis or objective. I mean, objective will be firstly defined. Then it will be tested with the data that it is defining your conclusion or not. Next one, why you will do research? What is the not the important? Why we should do the research? So first of all, you will give you a degree will be awarded to you, and you will get the consequence benefits. And second, if we go, then it is desired to face the challenge in solving the unsolved problem. There are lots of unsolved problems exist in literature, and if you want to solve those, then you have to go to research. Research to get intellectual joy. Look at this. There are lots of joy and happiness you can gather by just you can go for a movie, you can go for outing, all these things you can do. But if it is a creative work you want to do, then the most creative work, if you go for that, that is the research. It is not available in YouTube, not available in Google. Google cannot tell you the which one is not invented. It cannot be given by them. It is service to society. Service to society means we are talking about if you can invent anything, that will be a service to your society. You will be responsible person. And if you have a PhD degree, as you all know, you will be a respectable person compared to others. So next one, directive of government employment condition. Employment condition will be definitely better when you have a PhD degree, when you have completed your research. Now, next one, uh, why do research? Another type of question, another type of approach if you want to go here. Validate intuition. You all have some intuition that this may be correct, that may be correct. So, if the Copernicus and Galileo have done not done the research project, then how you will we can know that the sun uh, rounds the earth. Okay, so earth rounds the sun. Okay, so these things cannot be known to us if they do not do the research. Improve methods. As I can give you an example that how you can improve the methods. So improve methods mean if it is an iterative process, you all have done some iterative process in your BTech career, and you are doing also. So if you want to increase the thing, I mean the methods, then you have to do the research. Okay, nowadays the job demanding the research. Okay. Last one is for the publication or patents. Patent mean, as you all know, that if you have a patent mean you have invented a new formula, you have invented a new machine, so that can be used by the peoples of the world. When any, it can be sold to anyone. So in that case, you should do the research. Now, when you want to start a research, how can you start? So first of all, you need to choose a subject. You have to choose a subject, otherwise how can you do your research? So how you can choose the subject? Okay, first of all, if you have some idea, then based on your idea you can choose that. Or if you have experience in some technical knowledges you have already have, in that case you can use your experience and you can choose the subject according to that. If you are studying, you are reading some article, some books, in that case you can get the idea from for choosing a subject. Or you, if it is a original already already exists the problem, you all everyone know from the literature, and you can choose the subject from that arena. Now, the important features of a research design. If you want to design, I mean, how you will conduct the research. In that case, you have to make a plan. So, first of all, you have to collect the information. So, you have to know where the sources you can get it and which type of information you need. So that for that you need to make a plan. Strategy is something like that. It's a systematic plan. I mean, the information which you already gathered you have. So these things you have to analyze. So main thing actually you need to do the analyze the data. And last one, I mean, if the time permit, if the budget permit, then you can do. If these are not, I mean, constant, I mean, these are the limitation you have. So you have to keep in mind when you are uh, designing your research that how much time you have and how much budget you have. That you have to do. Now, characteristic of research, there are three type of characteristics: systematic research, logical research, and empirical research. So these things, I think you are all aware of these things, so you know that. Now, in this case, we will make the objective. It must answer the research question. Means whenever you have completed your research, it will give you the answer. And replicable mean reproducible, transmissible, and quality control. Transmissible means it will be transparent to all of them. I mean, it is true for you, not true for another one, not like that. It will be true for all. And all oil design and conducted research has potential application. I mean, if it is having an research done, then definitely it's have a potential application. Don't think all the research having potential application. Not like that. means some of them, very few, having some potential application. Others are all theoretical. Now, to define your objective, you need to keep these things in your mind. Try to keep these things very simple. If it is complicated, then it will be difficult to do the research. The more variable, if you are thinking, means there are one criteria, two criteria. If you are applying there, then it's okay. Three criteria, it's okay. Whenever you will add more variable, it will be more difficult calculation you have to do. Opportunity, I mean, look at this pandemic situation. We have seen that the Pune Adawala who have invented the vaccine for COVID, they have grabbed the opportunity and do the research on that field, get help. If you go to this stage, then you must take the help from your senior colleague who have already have some experience, or some experienced researchers. If you whenever you can contact them, you can get the result. This type of symposium also can help you when you will be in this step to take the help from other participants in this symposium, conference, seminar. If you attended them, then you can exchange the ideas from them, and you can get the help from them also. Now, before you start your research, you have to go through a brief literature search. Mean, what type of thing you want to invent. If you want to do that, then you have to read this. Mean, whatever already invented. Check to see if your idea is original. Why? Why not original? Because if it is already invented, is this one, then you may do this research work, and you may have found some results on that basis, but those are not original because they are already published in some journal. So you have to get the article, and you have to read them accordingly. There are every article have some references. Those references you have to also read them, and these will help you when you will write the reports of your results. Then definitely you will get the help from your reading. Next one, if if you find means the in a research, the first step you can find from article, you can find the third step from article, but the gap is there in between these steps. Then you must find the gap areas, and if you can connect them, then that will be a research. Find absolute measurement and result. What does it mean? Mean whenever you are finding some results, you will do a lots of things. Even a research paper cannot contain all those calculations which one you have done when you are undergoing this situation, undergoing this publication. So all those things will not be in your research article. So you have to absolute some measurement and research. Defining objective of the study. Okay. Now, steps involved in a research. So, first of all, if I make a summary, choose a subject. You have to go for literature survey, defining and formulating a specific objective, prepare synopsis. Synopsis is actually a brief summary of your research. Procuring of suitable apparents or materials. These things, if you have design of experimental setup, preliminary experiments. If you want to go for a big experiment, so you do the small one before, or the parts of the main experiment do before. So it will be easier for you whenever you will perform the main one. Now, execution of the project and accurate measurement or data collection, that you have to do. Also, some data analysis and error compounding. This error compounding part, if I go for that, means whenever you will collecting the data, there are some lack of data due to uncertainty arise at the. So to only decrease the error, or to get the uncertainty in your calculation, you have a lots of research paper you can get. Now, hypothesis testing and verification, those who have some ideas in terms of statistics, so they may know the hypothesis. What is hypothesis? Hypothesis is a objective of a owner of a company, or anyone, I mean anyone who is the who is the in the owner position. Now, this is not based on data. Okay, you will get the samples, you will collect the sample, and on the basis of the collected sample, you will test this. It is true or false. That you will call the hypothesis testing. And next one is result and discussion. And whenever you are finding anything, I mean, from your research, you have to make it generalization. It will not be like that. It's an example will give you, you will given, and that will be true. It have to be true for all. So in that case, you have to take an arbitrary example, arbitrary variable, and on that basis you will draw the conclusion. Preparation of the project report or writing thesis report, this is a very tedious job to do when you are preparing for a project report or writing thesis. Writing thesis means whatever you have done in your whole research career, that you have to accumulate in a book. So everywhere must have the same symbol should be there. So all those things you have to keep in mind when you are making your thesis. Now look at this. How this research can be conducted? It's a graphical representation. It's a question of the problem. Then you will formulate your goal or objective. This is step number two. Step number three is plan and design your research. Then generate research result. And next one, the last one is interpret result and draw conclusion. These all five things. If you have some formal training, then it will be better for you. It will be, you can do it better, and on that basis you will conduct your research. Now, if you want to write a research article, how you can write the research article? First of all, you have to find that in which research journal you will publish your research. So accordingly, you have to find suitable or specified journal. I mean, if it is engineering thing you have invented, it cannot be published in a biomathematical journal. So you have to search corresponding journal which are you will publish. Get copy of instruction to the author. There are each and every journal having a instruction to the author PDF. It is available there. So you download this one, and accordingly you will prepare your research article as per the instruction given to the authors. Okay, select suitable title. Title is very important thing, because on the basis of the title, it can be searched in your Google or anywhere. If you, it should contain the objective of the research article. So you have to make the title. It should be a one-liner title or maybe two-liner, but it will prefer the title should be short. Next thing, it will be your authors and application. Authors, you know that means it may be done by a single researcher, may be done by two researchers, maybe three, and their affiliations where they are working, that you have to write. Next one is called abstract. Abstract is the summary of your research article. So what you have invented here, what you have proposed here, those things will be written in terms of abstract. So in basically in Google it is available, means the title is available, abstract is available. The other thing will not be available. You have to purchase them. So accordingly, your I mean most of the journal, not all, but if, accordingly your abstract, if it is attract the reader, they will definitely purchase. Second, third one is highlights. This is I mean optional, may be given, may not be given. It is highlights mean what you have. It will be given in bold later. Next, introduction. In this part, you will write the your literature review. Okay, and what is your motivation for doing this research? That will be written here. And then material and methods, I mean which method you have introduced or whatever you have invented here, that's thing. And next one is results and discussion. Results and discussion will be on the basis of your method and the application you have in the, applied here. Conclusion will be given. Conclusion means what you have finding. Your finding basically just your finding will be given in conclusion. Acknowledgements. If your research article is supported by any agencies, as it is DRDO, EUC, AICTE, that acknowledgement will be given. And lastly, and most importantly, references. Maybe 50 references you have to use for an article, but that's also you have to keep. Whenever you are using anything from the literature, you have to keep the reference here. Now, this there are some ethics there. I mean, all authors should directly involve in the entire study. article free from plagiarism. So your writing should be unique and should follow the author. This is a research report how you can write. Research report and research article are different. Research report will contain at least more than two, three research article, or maybe contain one. But if it is that much material in it have in a one research article, so that's the research article writing. Mostly it is same as is given in the previous one, in this one. And now I will discuss the types of research. Types of research are two types of research you can do as it is. I mean, application oriented. There are two types: pure and applied research. Pure mean it is concerned with the generalization and formulation of a theory. When basically pure research is based on a theory, and application is problem solution of a society, industry, this type of problem solution. If you are doing, then it is application oriented. If you are doing in inquiry method, it is quantitative or qualitative. Quantitative means I know that this is number based, so measurement of quantity of amount, and qualitative means it depends on human behavior. So concerned with the quality phenomena. Next, uh, okay, these two things you can skip. Now I am showing you a case study of a research article. So look at this, a new concept of fuzzy variable-based nonlinear programming problem with application on system reliability via geometric algorithm approach. So what we have in this title, look at this. First of all, we are declaring this is a new concept. So this concept is not exist till now. And which type of new concept is defining this one? Fuzzy variable based nonlinear programming problem up to this one. Now this one, which one this method is invented, this is applied on system reliability. System reliability is already available. Already you can make any complex system, parallel, series, or anything that is already involved. I mean, exist in literature, and you will apply your concept on this system reliability via geometric algorithm approach. Means geometric algorithm is not new. This is also exist. So to solve your examples or your application, we need this is the procedure we have applied here. Geometric algorithm is that one. Now look at this. It's contain introduction part. Introduction means it's having the literature review. This is the your method, and this is the complex system model, when reliability model. This is not new. This is the new thing, and this is multi-objective geometric algorithm. Multi-objective algorithm is mean exists there, but it will be particular for your particular problem. And last one, numerical simulation and discussion, mean result and discussion basically. And lastly, you will make your conclusion, means your finding from the. So look at this. So to discuss about this article, first of all, you need to know reliability. Reliability is nothing but a characteristic of an item expressed by the probability that it will perform its required function under given condition for a stated time interval. Okay, so this is the primary mathematics we are using here. Okay, and this is the literature review. I mean, Faji set introduced an alternative approach. This is introduced by L. Jate, Charles, Lion Wang, Liu. This thing also they have done some work in this field, linear programming field. Look at this. You can easily get that why we have chosen that objective. Next one is fuzzy multi-objective programming, multi-objective programming, but not fuzzy non-linear programming. Next one is fuzzy decision for multi-objective linear and non-linear programming. Fuzzy decision is there, but not fuzzy variable. So all these things we have studied to find what we can do in this field, what which will be new, which is not in exist till now. Now, this is the proposed fuzzy nonlinear programming with fuzzy variable. This is the most important part of this article because this is not this is new to the literature we are giving, and this is the another one. I mean, the procedure still going. Now, this is the complex formulation of complex system reliability model. This can be done by another way, another difference. You can do that. So this is not new to you. You can construct this type of problem a lot. Even it exists in industry, you can take an industrial problem, and accordingly we have calculated the reliability. Okay, and then we will apply our method for this problem. Okay, done. And this is the multi-objective geometry programming, which is not new to us, but it is we have to construct accordingly to solve this type of problem, this problem which we are introduced here. Lastly, this is the simulation and discussion result. You have to give some result, and lastly, you will give some graph. Today, Dr. Povir Panya sir was teaching you the MATLAB, and if you know some programming in MATLAB, then you can easily derive nice graphs from MATLAB. So that it is also coming from MATLAB graph, and then we have given the conclusion, and these are our references. So before I go say thank you to you, I would like to show you actual research article how it's look. Look at it. This is our title of this research article. These are the authors. Okay, these are the three authors we have. You can see my name also in between them, and then this is the annals of operation research. This is the journal we have found where we can publish because this journal is accepted this type of research article. Okay, and next, look at this. And the author's name, author's name is this one. Author's name. There are some keyword. Keyword is given to search the article in Google or any other search engine. And look at this. Whenever you are writing the literature review, you have to write the citation. These are the citation. These are another citation. Okay. Next, please look at this. This is the affiliation is given here. The author one affiliated to National Institute of Technology, Pondicherry. This is Department of Mathematics, Jadavpur University. Since I have conducted my research in Jadavpur University, so that is my affiliation, and it is published in 12 April 2015. This journal having the publisher Springer. Springer is a renowned publisher, as you all know that. Okay, so this is the literature review. Go on, then we will go to the proposed Pagina program. Okay, and then this is the bridge system. Lastly, I will show you one more thing, which one is called. This is another table. This is a graph and this acknowledgement. If your research is supported by any of the agencies, government or semi-government or any private agencies, then that you have to mention. This is supported by Council of Scientific and Industrial Research of India, CISR India, and also this is the project number under which this work is done, and these are our references. So this way you can publish a result. I hope that this will help you to do your research. Thank you everyone and have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I think the session is well enough for charging up the newcomers who are interested in doing their research, as well as you are being your undergraduate students. It's really, sir has given you a complete outline through which you come to know that how to inculcate your research in different areas. Sir has also given you the idea that the different types of research that we can do, that is the theoretical and experimental, and before which we need to do an initiation by studying enough. So I think students, you have got a lot of information about this lecture. So thank you once again, sir, Dr. Biplab Sinha, sir. So I think what about the next session, sir? Anupam, sir?
Okay. So, sir, before we can conclude the session, if any of the students have any questions regarding the discussion, the topic that has been discussed, because see, this session is only dedicated to the students only. Students, because we, as I have mentioned earlier, that how to do the research, how to start research. We were trying to give a essence of that the students. So if the students have any questions, then they can ask directly to Biplab sir. If you have any questions, students, please ask. Okay. So anyway, Biplab sir is here with us, like in our college. If you are unable to ask a question right at this session, now you can come to our department. You can ask directly to sir here physically. And since there is no more question, so we should thank to Biplab sir, and also thanks to Devashish sir for conducting the session. And regarding tomorrow's session, since tomorrow, due to some urgent work here, tomorrow's session is postponed, and the session for Sunday's session will be announcing in the group prior to Sunday. That means on Saturday itself we'll be posting the session plan for Sunday. So thank you all for your patience and carefully listening to the speakers. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.